Hi guys, welcome to part 2 of Chris Watt's second interview, and I'm going to kind of go over some of the stuff he says and explain it in real terms of what I interpret and what my opinion is on CW during this interview. Sorry, trying to get...
We talk about the hard subject. So when we were talking, the last thing we talked about was where the girls were, but we never really got to talk about that night. So what happened?
So nothing really happened that night. It was in the morning.
Okay.
It was, me and Shanann.
Nothing really happened that night. I'm not buying the story already, but we'll continue.
She got home like at 2 o'clock. And
when he starts to talk about her too, this all becomes very fuzzy. I have listened to this over and over and over and tried to imagine the scenario he gives, and I can't.
I felt her get into bed, and I just felt like I didn't feel like I just made sure I looked at my phone at 2 o'clock and make sure she looked right, she's in there.
See, that's how you can tell he starts to lie. You can't understand what he's saying. His words are like mumbled together, and it's like you have to huh? And if you're finding yourself going, huh? That probably means Christopher Watts is lying. Shannon Watts probably did get into bed, but the rest of it becomes a little watery.
And I could kind of feel her kind of stirring around a little bit. And I just had a feeling that she knew what was going on. I mean, obviously, I didn't use an Interco gift card, that I'd gotten. I'd used my actual credit card, and I kind of just felt like she knew what was going on. And she started rubbing her hand on me, and we ended up having sex. But
what a pig. Ugh.
I guess that was more like a test.
Oh,
I would have thought.
interesting. Okay.
Yeah, because when we talked, when I woke up later on in the morning, I pretty much, told her, I didn't think it was going to work anymore. And she was like, what happened? What was last night?
Mm-hmm.
So I figured that's what caused the test after I've gone through everything in my head.
That makes sense.
And she just told me, to get off of her. And she was like, I knew there was somebody else, I knew there was somebody else, I knew there was somebody else. I couldn't just say, yes, there is somebody else, but then she's like, never going to see the kids again, never going to see them again, get off me, don't hurt me. And then,
is that what you said?
Okay, so let's stop here for 1 second. First of all, the having sex with her, that was a planned thing. I think NK was definitely in the house, in the basement. The plan was to have sex with her because that is you're at your most vulnerable area, space at that time. I think if he wouldn't have done it like that, Shanann would have kicked his butt. I also think that NK probably held her down, helped him while he killed her. Also, what did he just say?
Because when I climbed in bed, I was pretty much on top, pretty much straddling her kind of deal.
No way was she allowing him to straddle her. If they had just got done having sex, she's pregnant, and he jumps on top of her to straddle her to talk. No way, no how would that be happening. So I think that's a lie. He was probably straddling her, and NK was holding her arms down while he choked the life out of her.
Okay. And she thought I was gonna hurt her or her baby or something. So.
Okay, I'm gonna replay this part because I just don't understand if Shanann was not in any physical danger in her head. why she would say this. So if she said what he says she's saying and we're taking it for face value, then she had to have been in danger. Because listen.
See the kids again. Never gonna see them again. Get off me. Don't hurt the ending.
Don't hurt the baby. I don't know. Maybe she was just like, get off me, you're hurting me. You're hurting the baby. I don't know.
Is that what you said?
Because I was just like when I climbed in bed, that was pretty much like on top, pretty much like straddling her kind of deal.
Okay.
And she thought I was gonna like, hurt her or her baby or something. So
if he climbed on top of her and he was going to hurt her, and she thought that, it was because she was in danger and had no way of getting out. And that's because I believe, in my opinion, NK was there holding her down too.
because she knew that something had happened. She thought I was just trying to just check out or something.
Is she referring to she knew something happened with the girls?
But that's when that happened.
I know it's hard, but do you mind if we talk just a tiny bit deeper about that? So she comes home, she touches you, you guys have sex, it seems like she's doing her test, which I understand. It sounds like you do too.
I'm sure Nikki or Nikki, Cole Atkinson or Cassie probably told her,
That's what I was thinking, right? They talked about it during that whole weekend.
more than like that. That's my parents told me there was like going through like text messages, it's like all like pretty much they all kind of just told her he's with somebody else type of deal.
Yeah. And she spent a lot of time with the gals. That's what they did probably all weekend is talk about it, give her advice, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So she comes home, you guys have sex, and then did you fall asleep between then and going to work?
Yes.
This is where it starts to get really watery. He did not fall back asleep.
So then at some point, does she wake you up or is it you waking up for work?
Not a lot of more.
Oh, okay. And you're going to work out.
Mhm.
But then that's when she started wanted to talk more. And she was pretty mad. Okay.
Yeah, it was, I had already kind of knew that, using that credit card,
Was that intentional?
Yeah.
I had no other way to do it.
Oh.
I used, because I got these Anarcho gift cards from, doing good stuff at work and stuff like that, and I'd use them all.
Oh. Was part of you just like, screw it, whatever, I don't care. I'm using this card.
Part of me just wants to say, Nikki, can you pay for this? But I don't know.
Yeah.
Even I think from my attorney said she even noticed I used a different card, like a blue card.
Oh.
Maybe she thought, I felt comfortable enough just using a normal bank account or something. But I told her I was going to Rocky. And I told you I was going to Rocky.
Yeah.
And it was just like, it felt like like looking back at everything, just reading the scripture more and more now, I can see God gave me opportunities to get out. Even my friend Jeremy Lindstrom, he even invited me because it was his daughter that came and watched the kids on that Saturday night. And he was like, hey, you said we're going to a Rocky game, you want to go to me with the Bronco game and watch the Arizona Cardinals? In my mind it was go. Just say, hey, I can't find a babysitter. Bye.
To Nikki?
Yeah. And maybe that would have been like a light switch and my head goes off, light switch and her head goes off, maybe just goes different.
He couldn't because he was in a trance, possessed, oppressed by Kissinger. He couldn't. Even saying that God gave him an out. God did. He unfortunately was too deep in to get out on his own.
That was kind of my last.
He even says it.
To kind of get out, it seems like. Cause I wish I would have said, yeah, let's go.
Yeah.
And I think that would have just put me on a different trajectory.
So then, Shanann, did she actually say you're never going to see the kids again?
So see, he lied. He said she said that in bed like 3 minutes ago. And now Kobach asks him that again. She said that to me before. So she didn't say that to you when you were laying in bed. You can't take anything this guy says serious.
Yeah. That's kind of hard.
See?
Yeah, because she'd said to me before she went to Arizona. Because, like, I wasn't really sleeping in the bedroom. I was sleeping on the couch or in the basement bed or something. And, like, she had...
And I believe that she said that to him. When you are pissed at your husband, you will say some horrible, horrible stuff. Horrible. And men do the same thing. They're not innocent. So, yeah, she probably did say that. But she was probably really mad about something that he'd done. Not saying it's right that she said it, but she probably did.
Did she get fiery like that?
Only once in our time.
I don't know if I believe that either.
That way.
Only once? Trust me, I'm all for Shanann, but she's a strong woman. And it's okay, because when you're a strong woman, you have an opinion, and you are a type A personality, you want things to go a certain way. I don't know, I mean, he's just so untrustworthy.
And that was a time before, or was that on the night that it happened?
No, it was right back in North Carolina.
Oh.
It was just like one of those. It was just a fiery argument that I never.
There's a lie, because the neighbor even confirmed that they argued.
I just got mad and I slammed the door, and she was like, I'm like, should have slammed the door.
Is that when you were in North Carolina that last week?
No, it was like
previous to
this
that?
was like 2010, 2011.
Oh.
It was like early. In her old house.
Before kids?
Yes.
Were you dating or were you married at that point?
Dating.
Oh.
Yeah, it was just like I don't remember what it was about. I think some girl maybe texted me like from my past or something, and like I was just like, this, and she was like, don't have that happen again. And I'm just like, I can't have friends.
Right.
They're females. Like I don't even talk to this woman anymore.
Right.
And it was just like, no.
Was she fiery? Did she have that Italian blood that her mom has?
Good Lord, yes.
So see, again, I mean, good Lord, yes. So, but they only had one argument ever, and she got heated. I don't know. He's very inconsistent. Anyways, guys, like, subscribe, share, or don't. I will see you later.